Chat, here we go. It's Atow versus Nugget in a best of 5 1v1. I think Nugget might always use this rainbow boost from what I remember. I feel like we've seen him play a few times. I know some people on chat are not going to love it, but we have got Atow against yet another victim. Nugget's going to try and not be the victim. He has been working his way back into 1v1. And one thing about Nugget's gameplay is it's always incredibly fast. We've had him on a few times, and very few players play as quickly as him. Obviously, Nuqqet plays unreasonably fast. Dark plays really fast. A lot of times it's, the Middle Eastern players who seem to be playing the quickest, but Nugget has definitely had a all gas, no brakes type playstyle. And we'll see if that maybe will match up better here against Atow, who seems to have found the answer for everybody he plays against. And Nugget is getting away with not handing possession away here, and eventually gets his goal. Atow had boost to work with, and he seemed to just be waiting it out and letting Nugget leave maybe before he went and made a play on the ball. And instead, he got bumped, and the backflip will give Nugget the goal. Nuggets trying to power shots, but Atow pre-jumped and took it away. Atow sending this one high to the ceiling, and what a great recovery to take away the angle. He didn't hold the power slide to flip into the corner and get the boost, so it will still be Nugget's boost as he gets a reset and top shelf shot. Nuggets, who has pro as his clan tag, lets you know that he is pro and he is ready for this game. Now, for those of you who might remember, Nugget was a part of Young Money Clan, the team that originally went, well, I shouldn't say went, the team that originally played in SSA in the first splits that eventually tried to snipe Limitless in order to take advantage of the format. There was a lot of discussion about, whether or not they should be banned or whether or not it should be straight up allowed. I think T-Bates had the take that what Young Money Clan did not only should not be a bannable offense, it should just be fine. Because it's, them doing what they can for the best of their team. But I think that was eventually, not shared by anyone else, and that throwing is not really allowed. So Nugget has been banned from RLCS. He will not be playing in RLCS, and I think that's an appropriate ban. But as I was mentioning before the stream, I don't think he's really the enemy anymore. I think there's a lot more teams that followed Young Money Clan's lead and went and played an SSA, and the heat is no longer on Young Money Clan, even though they will have to sit out with a ban for the remainder of the calendar year. I think that means, if the season starts early next year, they'll probably have to miss the first split as well. But in the meantime, Nugget is not banned for playing 1v1s, so we'll see if he can be one of the rare people who can give Atow a good match. Right now he's up 4-1, but Atow is going to shorten the distance a little. Yeah, I mean, just to be clear, if he wasn't banned, it's not a permaban. It was a 1-year ban. It was decided that Nuggets and his team had a lot to gain from showing up at the quarterfinals, specifically playing Limitless, because their team and Limitless's team were so good that it would never reasonably lose to anybody else. It was very obvious that Young Money Clan were losing on purpose in order to match up against them. What a shot from Nugget. I mean, we shouldn't litter this story on all of his clips, because he is playing a great 1v1 game right now. And I think, like I said before, he has been given his just punishment. He has been banned, him and his team, for a full year. We won't see him in the RLCS for a year. And unfortunately, I'm sure Rocket League would not prefer it to have it this way, but it seems like year-long bans seem to somehow make players infinitely better. So maybe Nugget is on his banned era. Why is Mobila getting way more hate? They're getting way more hate because they finished the job that YMC started, and they took SSA's spot. They did it with 2/3 of the roster in SSA, so it's a little bit different than Young Money Clan, who were just trying to do it all online. But it still just leaves you, I don't know. Just leaves you. Wait, what a demo! What a demo from Nugget. There's just nothing exciting at all about the EU 20 seed going to SSA and getting a spot at the major, and now we have EU 20 there. It's like, if we're gonna have a team that's gonna lose or maybe not do well, have it be a team that represents the region that they come from, instead of just EU 20. So I don't think they're gonna have a lot of people cheering for them, but I don't think they care. I think they seem to be fine with being villains. Atow doing a good job of preventing any further damage to the scoreline, but with 1:10 left to go, he's going to need to get a bit of offense going himself. It's been Nugget attacking the blue net the entire time at the start of this show match. And now Nugget's soft flick needed to shoot for that opposite post if he wanted to score, and Atow has to be 100% from here on out if he wants to bring it back in this game. And he went high, and Nugget saved high, and not even the best recovery, which is going to allow Nugget a fairly easy counterattack. And there you go, Atow's had enough. His first game lost in a bit. Feels like he's been winning in sweeps, but he's going to let Nugget have game number 1 as we move on in the series. Game 2. Nuggets and Atow. Nuggets showing up with the speed I promised, as he has been able to force Atow to play in the defensive half for the majority of the game. And when Atow's had to do that in the past, he's normally quickly out of his own half and scoring the other way, but that has not been the case here against Nuggets, who did not like his setup, tried to bail out of it, not going to work. This is how it goes often. And Atow will score the first goal of game 2. Atow on pads, just trying to take it straight down the center of the field. Nugget did well to never leave an opening. Now he's trying to keep this possession going back the other way. When players have done this in the past, Atow has always demoed them, is what I was about to say. You can't retreat at slow speeds. You can't move at slow speeds ever when Atow has boost. And Nugget actually did a decent job of avoiding the first couple of attempts, but Atow will find you one way or the other. And this time, he gets a demo at the midfield, gets himself a second goal, and adds another one on top on the kickoff. Yeah, my professional suggestion to Nugget is to give up on the Q adjustment to his name. I mean, when you see it in lowercase, like in the player card in the bottom left, you can see it looks like maybe a slightly stylized Nugget. Like, they still kind of look like G's. They're pretty close. But it's just not worth the fact that no one can type your name in like any platform. Nugget get his first goal. Shane dashing off the wall. Looked like he tried to pin it top left as Atow drove off the back wall. But Atow did a good job of staying patient, not falling off the wall, and being there to make the save. And now 5-1 lead as Atow is bouncing back hard in game number 2. The reason why AutoMod is stopping people is because when people like to say bad words, blocking the bad words and automatically monitoring them is very easy. But can you believe that the scum of the earth out there don't just stop there? They start looking for the most creative ways to get around it. And so what happens, I think, when you try and type Nugget's name with the Q's is AutoMod doesn't know for sure, but it gets the sense you're trying to jump around some sort of moderation, and it doesn't want to let you do that. Atow is up 7-1. Nugget's going to read the half flip kickoff, though, and gets a clean goal. Not a lot of people have been able to punish Atow for this. Full field dribble from the back corner. Nothing comes of it from Atow, and not often is that the case. Instead, it's a clean takeaway on the landing for Nuggets, and a third goal. Is he still alive here in this game number 2? That looked like it was going to be all Atow's. Nugget power shot from the midfield. Atow sends it high. Nugget trying to control all the boosts on the map. Now has to dodge the Atow bump. Forced to swing all the way the opposite way to make sure Atow doesn't get it, because he's done such a good job of chasing down that you have to fully bail. You can't just get slightly away from him by driving what you think is ahead of the play. You have to completely give up in order to not get caught. And now Nugget deciding it's not the best idea to flip into a shot at 0 boost when Atow's likely to save it, and that's probably the right idea, but it doesn't matter. It's still going to be an Atow possession and an Atow goal as he extends the lead to 5. Rawas versus Diaz when? I mean, I saw a couple people message that. Rawas and Diaz will only play once they're in a location where they can. And Complexity did not make London, so we will not be seeing them on similar ping anytime soon. Maybe Worlds. Worlds, they'd be able to at least play on US East, because whether Diaz and Complexity make it or not, the Falcons already did, so they'll be in Texas. Nugget, look at him go. He is actually potentially bringing this back. I think he needed that one to go in, though. His attempt to turn the possession into a goal after it was already over. It's not really enough, and not able to get this long shot either. Atow starting to play at that top speed. No way he finds this double, right? He tried to. And I would say Nugget has to score on this take if he wants to entertain game number 2 win, and instead Atow goes up over the top, makes the save, and essentially ends the game. Now, what is he going to give us here? Little ceiling pinch. Didn't work. But as you can see, Atow must agree with me, but that there's no longer any time for Nugget, so he doesn't seem too worried about missing a ceiling pinch and allowing a roll-in goal. Nugget not able to get back to this ball despite the heavy kickoff win. Atow just gonna put it on target. Any sort of sequence that forces Nugget into net is good enough, and maybe maybe you might be able to set up a shot like this if you're Atow. As he chips it to the back wall, gets a little reset, and what is that? Triple touch, I guess. As he finishes with the flip, 16 seconds, and Atow has returned with a vengeance here in game 2. Can Nuggets bring that back? No. No way. Well, he will keep it in the air. I think I need some water. Certainly these guys aren't going to do anything exciting if I leave right now, right? No, Nugget's going to score and then going to lose. All right, I'm going to go look for some water before game number 3. Game 3. After a surprising game 1 from Nuggets, Atow seemed to return the order of things. And I tell you what, this does not help. I don't know if Nugget thought there was a fake coming. He was trying to chip the kickoff to the left side of the field, and instead just got Omega dunked. He drops on my fault, as he is clearly willing to admit he made a mistake there. Air dribble leaves a lot to be desired, but to Nugget's credit, he at least stayed in the play. He's able to slow down Atow's possession. It's a pogo, it's a low one, and he actually still has his reset, but he'll just use it to wave dash himself back to defense. Nugget couldn't catch back up to this one. Might be speedy, but not speedy enough. Nugget forced into pool shotting onto his back wall, and Atow will convert it for a goal. And this is what Atow's been doing to everybody he plays. He just finds a way to make every interaction that the opposition usually thinks they have a chance in or have a good play in, turns it on its head and makes it something that favors him, whether that's through bumping or just speed that the other player doesn't expect. Now, that being said, this one did not go that way. Atow just drives out around the ball, and Nuggets taps it in at low speeds. His first goal of game 3. Atow actually bumped into the corner, but has more than enough boost to recover, and Nugget is working on nothing, though that's a solid flick, and it'll just be a goal. Atow doesn't even try and save it. He knows he's been beat, as Nugget is working off of just those 2 pads that he picked up, because Atow even took one of the pads in his path. But the strong flick still finds its way into the net for his second goal. Nugget has also always had strong flicks. Nice use of the reset. Atow falls back on the resets and taps it over the top of the challenge from Nugget. Nugget loves his chain dashes. Look at this shot! Look at this shot from Nuggets. Atow's going to give him a nice one. Dashing up the wall to get to the ball quickly. And then booms the power shot as it falls to the ground. He knows how to use that dash as he gets right on the curb and chain it into a wall dash once he's on the wall to get a huge burst of speed. And you see him doing it pretty much every time he gets set up on the sidewall. Now a kickoff win directly to the net, and it's a tie game. So maybe Nugget is back in this match. Atow is going to get one. Oh, no, he's not going to get one right back because that shot is wide. And Nuggets gets the right read on the save. Atow a reset for the midfield. 50 with Nugget. Great coverage from Nugget to get a strong save out into the blue half, essentially. Although he had no boost to pick up on the way out, and so the shot is lackluster. And Atow, the powerful first touch. A little bit too much, though. Needed to be slightly less if he wanted to land on that pogo without Nugget being able to interfere. Now you can take this corner camera check. There is those 2 chain dashes again, right as he gets onto the corner in the back wall. Undercutting Atow as he clears this into his half, and he wants to see if Atow is going to dive. A couple Reverse cam checks shows that he is. And Nugget's still not able to handle it. And there's Atow finding demos anytime you slow down. You cannot slow down. Otherwise, you become a victim. Wasn't Nugget a Mina player? It's funny you say that because he has a lot of similarities to the way some of the speedy Mina players play. But no, I think he's always been an English player. Steve97RL, thank you for the W raid. Can we get W's in the chat? Atow not able to make ball contact on the return, but demos Nugget, and now will start a dribble from his own box and does a great job of playing keep away as he reacts to the pre-jump. Or not really a pre-jump, but the jump, I should say. And uses the flip to go over the top. I love those chain dashes together, and Nugget keeps finding a way to almost convert him for goals. That time, it definitely shouldn't have been, and actually end up not being a goal. But it seemed to surprise Atow on the back wall. Vicky, not cool when you do it. I like Steve97RL's raid better, personally. Nuggets doing his best to stick around and actually found a way back to the ball. He was trying to stay in the blue box, keep Atow under pressure. Atow escaped and Nugget recovered, and he seems to be the only person who's been able to do that out of Atow's many opponents he's had recently. Now he'll chain some dashes together on the wall to keep speed despite low boost and get a pretty strong challenge, though that is not the landing you need to stick with a guy like Atow, and he's going to slow down on the goal line, and that almost allowed Nugget to get there. But it will be a 3-goal lead for Atow as he's trying to put himself on match point and close out yet another victim. It was okay, not gonna lie. I was streaming Minecraft. W stream. That's a W stream. 97 Steve97RL. Atow gonna take Nugget's setup for an air dribble as he tries to just keep this ball near the back wall of Nugget. Doesn't seem to be too interested in going all in for a shot, although he did just use a ton of boost. He'll have to back off now. Thought about the pre-jump. Nugget did not go for a quick power shot. Instead, he played it on the ground and a great flick. Such a strong pop into the crossbar. Tough to react to a shot like that. Now at 22 seconds, it's going to have to be some cheeky kickoffs. Atow in the past has completely faked these or not gone to the kickoff. He is going to take a standard kickoff here and allow Nugget a big win. Can Nugget get back to this ball? He's going to go for a slow play. He tried to fake. I mean, there was the threat of the top right power shot, and Nugget thought that threat was enough and that he could instead catch Atow off guard by going slow and on near post, but that's not what happened. Atow never dove and was there to make the save, and then was there to style on Nugget back the other way as he delayed the flick before doubling it off the backboard and in. Game number 3 going to go to Atow as well. Did Nugget steal one in the beginning, or will he be able to find the answer again? Maybe we'll find out in game 4. Game 4. Atow and Nugget. For a second there, I thought Atow was about to just own goal to start this game. but he did put it across the net. Nugget wanted the goal line 50. Did not succeed and also didn't win the race to the midfield boost. Now Atow, the rolling hook shot. It's simple. It's effective. It's always going to work in ones. 114 km/h hook shot for the opening goal. Atow fake like he's taking it into his back corner and instead turns on the ball and created a goal out of this. This is such a unique fake. He knows Nugget is chasing him down, so he says, I'm not going to go to the corner where you'll be able to meet me. Instead, I'll fake it there, throw you off, and ends up finding an opportunity for a long shot while both of them are on 0 boost. And Atow going to make it a 2-0 lead. Trying to extend it even more on the kickoff. Nugget is there for the initial save. Takes the trip to the 100 boost, and Atow tried to get cheeky with a fake, but Nugget didn't fall for it. Fortunately for Atow, he's able to stay around in the play despite not having boost, but he has it now. Full field dribble from Atow. Jumps off the ball to push himself down to the ground. Nuggets gets Atow's car. Should be able to get back to this one. And gets got by the fake challenge, but a smooth catch leads to another strong flick. Unfortunately for him, it's Atow on the other end. He's able to save it into the crossbar and just went 2 all in. This is the kind of stuff that Atow's been doing to his opponents and not often the other way around. But Atow just came all the way to the goal line, and Nugget said, I'm not going to clear it across the net. If you're there, I'll let it bounce off. I'll just take a long shot. Nugget trying to stick around for the 0 boost read, and he gets it. He knows Atow is likely to pick up the 100 in the corner, but it's going to be a tough position for Atow. In fact, it's so tough that he doesn't even feel like he can afford to go all the way to the corner boost. Ended up trying to turn in with 0, or he probably tried to clip it, but knew he couldn't waste his time. Oh, Atow? Atow? Listen, I think that one should have been a goal. Did you guys see the investigations against Feer saying they were throwing? Well, I think it's time to ban Atow from all show matches after that open net miss. 4-2 for Nugget. Ooh, what a shot from Nugget. Just catches Atow. Again, a variation of just the bounce dribble hook shot, which is so tough to read. And Atow turning the wrong way into the corner. Thought he was going to be able to just cover the distance. He was pretty close to doing so, despite the strong shot. Now Atow pass to himself off the ceiling into the ground, grabs the demo, power slide cuts around the ball, and gets his goal. Delayed kickoff from Atow. Saw him bring that out a couple matches ago. Hasn't really needed to use it too much. But also hasn't really been in any sweaty positions. He's been able to lead almost every single game he's played. Finds himself down again. Makes the save on the reset from Nuggets. And now puts a musty to the left side of the net. I was going to say that he only really had the right side of the net available in terms of adjustments, and yet he still tried to get out around the defense to the left. That's why he ended up missing off the post. And now a couple different shots in a row too high, and Nuggets, wow, denied the opportunity the other way. Atow has kept himself in this game with a couple of miraculous saves. Otherwise, it'd be an even bigger margin for Nugget, who's going to go for the 360 or a 180 flick, I should say. Nugget, slow musty. Low chance to score, but Also very non-committal, as he should be able to recover with ease. Not a bad idea with a 2-goal lead to stick to non-committal type offense. But will he be able to just hold on to 2? Or is Atow sure to close that distance? Huge fake, but gets demoed! He tried to get out around Nugget after faking him, but Nugget lands and saves the possession with a demo. Now he'll air dribble it directly into Atow. Atow with full boost. Oh, you know what I just realized? Like, why does the game look so bright and like there's like lights in my eyes? And it's because Dr. Known had me add bloom earlier. I'm taking it off. Sorry, Dr. Known. I don't know if he's still around. But watching this whole game, I was like, man, it just kind of seems a little too bright. Anyways, 50 seconds. Atow on the air dribble. He is not gonna let a game 5 happen. Nugget grabs the 100 from the midfield and tries to make the defensive play, retreating back to net. Not gonna happen. .31 seconds left to go. Atow allows the goal. He's back here on the goal line. Couldn't get the touch off the wall. Wants to get a little wave dash catch, I would imagine, but Nugget can very easily just dunk all the angles and force it in. Delay kickoff from Atow. Can he prevent game 5? With a bit of mix-up on the kickoff. He just undercut Nugget and did not allow him back in. Nugget was on the recovery, and he just got carried away. Atow got underneath the flip and fully put him out of position. Now 20 seconds. Kickoff win for Atow. Nugget's bump almost put him offline with the boost, but he found a way to get back to it. Low 50. Tough angle to shoot from. Atow trying to back off. Nugget forces him into his back corner. 30 boost to work with. I think Nugget would like it to hit the ground here. Both of them probably would be fine with going to a kickoff. Nugget trying to force game 5. Atow trying to finish off yet another show match without getting there. I think he's won. Oh no. My connection to the server? I think it says Nugget scored. Did he just win? Are you guys still here? I think my connection to the stream is fine. Server full lag. Oh, you guys also had full lag? I had the lag as well. Nugget just said GG. He didn't get the lag. He didn't get the lag, but apparently me and Atow did. Confirm. Unpause. OT in game number 4. We try again. The server just died for me and Atow, as it is 6-6 with Atow 1 goal away from winning the series. Nugget trying to force game 5. Nuggets just power sliding around to start a possession and found himself past the play, but recovers well enough. 21 boost to work with, trying to stay on ball, not allow Atow any clean touches here in the offensive half. Atow's had enough of having Nugget around the play, demos him, set up off the back wall, wants the double, gets a reset, and goes all the way past the net. So no shot to be made, but he's forced the little boost that Nugget does have out of his car and eventually gets his goal. The first take starved Nugget out, and there was very little chance he'd be able to make a reasonable save with nothing left over. GG's. Unfortunate the server died out there in the awkward ending, but Atow will take it 3-1.